You got to get in the car and make sure you're ready to go. If you're not ready to go, don't get into the car. Make sure your mirrors are adjusted, because if you don't see what's going on, you're going to most likely get involved in an accident. And people have dash cams, so you really have to be ready. You see me looking around, don't take anything for granted. Neighborhood, you got to be careful. It's not like it was 3 or 4 years ago. People have dash cams, they have security cameras, and you see this big bus, they could easily say I was reckless and out of control. But because I pulled over to the side, I've yielded my position. That's the school bus. And a lot of school bus operators drive very fast. I've talked to students and I teach adults. They tell me stories of these drivers slamming brakes, making the kids fly forward. Okay, there are a lot of reckless school bus drivers out here, and there are a lot of reckless students. I'm looking around checking traffic. We're not going to assume anything, because when you assume, that makes an ass out of you and me. And we're not trying to get caught up in that. We're simply trying to learn how to drive. I'm going to lift my foot, take my time, and I'm just going to relax. No one's trying to rush and have an accident. But people in the morning leave late, they drive reckless, they didn't get their bonus, and they're going to treat you like crap. So I'm going to avoid this situation altogether by leaving a little bit early. I'm going to squeeze on brakes and yield for this white GMC coming by. Then I'm going to make a really nice turn. I like to get breakfast in the morning, so I'll go through the drive-through, as many of you know, and I get my typical order. Most of you should know this. So I'm trying to come in here and be happy, be chilled, and just stay relaxed. It's been a long business year. I did receive my bonus because I put in work. And if you put in work, you're going to learn how to drive too. And I'm going to teach you that.
Welcome back. Will you be using the mobile app today? Good morning, I'm
Good morning. I need a number 2 large with a French vanilla iced coffee.
Okay.
I also need a large ice water.
Mm-hmm.
And then a sausage muffin sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome. What's up?
All right. Trying to show love, because if you're rude and disrespectful, they're going to spit in your food. Once a time, there was a state police officer. He felt that people had degraded his food. He got it. He took it to the lab, and he was right. So I'm always polite. Always, always, always. Good morning.
Morning. Sausage egg muffin meal with a large iced vanilla coffee and sausage muffin and water.
Yes, that's correct. But
1207.
thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
I appreciate that.
Be safe.
I need that. When they say hey, good morning, E. How you doing? E, let me tell you what's going on. We got the grass cut. I got my bonus, so I'm going to definitely upgrade the computer system. I'm going to buy another good camera. Hey, how are you? Thank you. Appreciate you. So, E, I really appreciate you coming on. I know you had surgery. The wife and I are planning to probably go to Chicago this summer. I want to go to Vegas. We saw the music awards yesterday. We saw Janet Jackson. We saw Rod Stewart. She's like, I don't want to go to Vegas. I'm like, I want to go to Vegas. You know, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? I've never been to Las Vegas before. E, have you been to Vegas before? Right? But we've been to Chicago multiple times. I went a couple weeks ago. We're going to take the train, right? Isn't that nice? But you know, I do driver's ed. I do the social media stuff, education, business. So we'll be out soon. We didn't have school Friday. Obviously, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So it's Tuesday, a short week. I have a test Thursday. Got 20 adults who are going to take their driving test. Pray that they'll pass, right? Okay. And from there, we're going to be driving A lot of adults and teens wait till the last second to sign up for drives. And if they do that, they're not going to be compliant. I also have a person who's going to turn 21. He's taking driver's ed, but he got to have his TIP. If not, he'll be kicked out of the program. So don't wait till the last second. Get to driving. What is Monday for? Yes, hold on, let me switch. So, I'm trying to have a good day, good energy, be ready to go, finish strong. People always want to argue, and I know you'll believe me. They'll argue over anything. I'm not one to argue. I'm here to teach you, educate you, give you best practice, and let you be successful. That's what's up, man. Be successful. Stop arguing. Stop back talking, because people really get tired of that, and they really don't want to deal with it. I know I don't. I just want to get out here, teach as many people as possible. You were one of the people on when I went over my lean business plan, right? Like, my goal, my forward-thinking goal is to get several electric vehicles, preferably a Tesla or Mach-E Mustang, do research, and then do the online driver's ed, help people with their resumes, and just keep it moving. Because of Doge, it's a little bit more difficult, but I don't want to lay back on the government. I want to help people move forward, get their independence, and driving does that. Like, I'm driving to work. I feel free. I feel independent. I feel like I have a purpose. That doesn't mean you can't get that same feeling without a license. The more I'm on the platform, I read people's comments. Some people are forced into driving because their loved one left them, or they got cheated on, or someone died, or their parents don't have the money. It's expensive. Driver's ed is upward of $375 to $575. It's just very expensive. Okay? So you really have to try to find a good school, a good teacher, a good instructor, and learn. There are a lot of older instructors. There are a lot of younger instructors. I'm in the middle of the journey, so I'm still pretty spicy. Want to help people learn, keep you accountable, have fun, balance. It's dangerous out here. Don't think it's not, because you are always trying to be that defensive driver and stay in an open spot. Example, I just changed lanes. I don't want to be around these bigger vehicles, the Escalade, the Ford Explorer. Oh man, these roads. So I'm just trying to stay in an open lane, be smooth, and look for hidden dangers. So when you're learning to drive, you not only have to look for hidden dangers. There's a police situation to the right, so everyone's going to act different now, meaning they're going to start staring. There's a move over rule if you can. And you see the police, they hemmed up. That's the state boys. Dang. Okay. Some going down. Truck all up on there. So I try to manifest positivity. And those of you who've talked to me know this from day one. When you look at this, you're like, man, this guy is so positive. I get tired, just like you do. I get a little down sometimes because I'm human. But I try to be around honest people who can speak truth. Be around someone who's going to tell you the truth. Because in the world today, people are very shallow and superficial. They're going to lie to you. They won't be honest. Well, I don't know why you can't read. Well, I don't know why you can't drive, because you didn't put the time into it and you failed the test. People always want something for nothing. And you have to work. Doing this content is work. Doing business, looking at data is work. And I think people are sometimes very lazy. Very lazy. They feel entitled. They think they deserve everything, and they don't. You got to work hard for everything you get. Okay? Playing football with Belo Horizonte, Brazil. That's a commitment. Being cut for the UFL. You are almost good enough to make the NFL. Finding a job in a business or school district. That's hard. Putting together a resume, believing in yourself, getting up every morning. And then saying to yourself, it's going to be a great day. I always say that because I do believe in positive manifestation. I just need to talk about that, right? And it's not material things. See, the police are there. Everyone's going to start acting nicey nice. But be real. Don't be fake. If you act like a fool, you're going to get treated like one. If you show care and love, you will be successful. I want to show care and love to everyone, because when you're teaching someone, everyone is different. Some people you need to be a little bit more firm, hard on them. Other people you need to be a little bit more loving, not scream at them. And people really do appreciate, I think, kindness. Kindness does not show weakness. My mom said that to me. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. She'll get that belt for you. I'm like, okay, Mom. Right? Like all this traffic right now. This is a wolf pack. I'm a little stressed. My heart's like pounding. Or is it that iced coffee? Like the Chrysler 300 to my right. Crazy tailgating on this white van. It's crazy, bro. Back off. But sometimes, and E is probably like this where you live, you know, areas where just a lot of density of traffic, this you can't avoid this. Oh, H3 Hummer. That's pretty cool. But I guess maybe getting a job or working isn't for everyone. Right? Because sometimes you need to stay home with your family. But don't use it as an excuse. Like when you're about 16 or 17, you know if you're going to start working and get a job and be productive. I talk to those young 17, 18, 19-year-olds. I ask them, do you have a job? Do you have a job? It's about 50-50. But that's where you got to be responsible. Most of them are in the fast food industry, family business. You know, I see cars cutting over. So I'm going to keep moving. I don't let other people determine my happiness. I make my own. That goes back to the family. Making your own happiness and being appreciative of what you have. I am very appreciative. I'm thankful for all of you. Because if this motivates you to get up every morning, like E, if you came on live all the time and I knew you were bringing me value, I would get up too and watch you. Because I know you will motivate me. So hopefully you're feeling the same thing. I'm very humble and I appreciate you. I'm trying to keep space. They waited till the last second to get over. Get over early so you don't have to cut someone off in a panic. because people do unfortunately have fatalities and do die on expressways and do have accidents, but most of it is human error. Like I'm going a little too fast, so I got to slow down. I don't want to hit the barrel. But I guess I learned about 5 years ago, stop leaving late for work, get up, and just do what you need. Now I'm gonna slow down. Here's my gap. And I'm deciding to go ahead of the creepy white van. And that's what I did. I'm legal, I did what I needed, I got over. So no one's all crazy, road raging, trying to kill me. And then we wanna merge out when the line is broken. And in some states, if you cross this white line, you will get a ticket. I just try to remind myself of my purpose and do the right thing because I'm an instructor and that means something. And then I'm gonna turn on my blinker and I'm gonna get behind this mustard colored car. It's pretty little Chevy Trax. That's a good, okay, that was a nice chill merge. I'm good. But now we going crazy slow. I'm gonna get over. All right, that was a pretty good beginner driver merge. And now we back up to speed. And then I'm gonna get over some more. You hear me pushing this gas. So I'm in the left lane, which I can drive in. The lanes are full. We're at about 65, speed limit 70, but it's crazy traffic and I don't wanna rear end this Jeep. So someone lost a box. You can see all that debris out there. Oh, that reminds me, securement. Secure your boxes, your materials. I had a discussion about that. I'm going to talk more about that tonight in the live. I will be going live about 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, talking more driver's ed and educating. So we're at about 70. And I'm trying to keep my space, not trying to tailgate. But if I go too slow in this lane, they're going to tailgate. So you got to go with the flow. My daughter has a Jeep like that. Hey, happy Tuesday. Man, you saw that box fly by. My daughter has a Jeep like that. I think it's a 2020 or 2019. Been really reliable. We just had to put brakes on it. The flex pipe for the exhaust. And there was some coolant temperature sensor in the front. But that thing has got about 94,000 miles on it. Very reliable. No need to trade it in. My parents taught me so much. They were hard on me. Like, I couldn't have company over at the house. You know how those black mamas are. I don't want anyone, I'm just being real. I don't want anyone standing on my furniture. She had the plastic on there, right? You know, don't have company, don't have no girls up in my house. Don't have people in my house. She was very strict on me. But it made me a better person today. And my dad, they didn't help me get a car. I got my own. I got a Chevy Malibu that I bought. I worked at the bus terminal and the Northwestern YMCA. I had 2 jobs, just trying to save money up. And then one of the mechanics there said, hey, I got a car for you. I'm like, you got a car for me? He said, yeah, you gotta come over and take a look at it. It was a Chevy Malibu. It was sitting a couple years. I needed a battery, need to be tuned up, you know, all the basic mechanic stuff, because my second passion is working on cars. And my wife and friends always said, you should have started an automotive shop. Okay, I got a good friend. His name is Michael, not gonna say his last name. In high school, he was our kicker. His name was Sweet Toes because he was a great kicker, okay? He's got a shop. So what I need to do is go over to his shop and we need to do a live and he can talk about automotive maintenance and things you need to do. So, and I think that's really important because you need to know some basic maintenance on your car. Like if this car had a flat tire, I know how to fix it. If it broke down, most of the time I could probably fix it, right? We're about 70. Okay, we moving here. So if you're in this lane, you got to push. If you feel uncomfortable, don't get in this lane. Hey, what's up, T? How you doing, man? We got this tutorial going on. We're just talking about, learning how to do maintenance on your vehicle. One of my good friends, he's got an automotive shop. And I was saying I need to go over and do a live, do a podcast, do some videos to just help all of you talk about automotive maintenance and the things you need to do, because he sees this every day. Also, earlier, a few years ago, he did go with me down to Florida, and we did race my car down in Florida and at Moroso Motorsport Park. So I still have my cars at home. So look, there's crazy traffic right now. I'm trying to back off, okay, because I have to get off soon. Don't need to be in the left lane because I won't be able to get back over. So I'm just trying to squeeze my brake, and I have a pulsating pedal. So this is telling me these rotors in the front are warped. And, the only way to do this, because they're so cheap today, if you turn them or take some of the metal off, they're really thin. So most of the time, these rotors are throwaway items. So thank God I know how to work on cars. So I remember those days going to the automotive repair place, getting rotors, doing brake jobs, putting headlights, taillights, because in some communities, you'll get pulled over and get a ticket. See, I got to get over in a quarter of a mile. So I'm going to let this white car in my blind spot. Come on, are you going to get over? Nope. Okay, I'm going to turn on my blinker, which is on. Okay, they let me over. I waved. And sometimes you have to do this. See, I made a decision. And for a lot of you, you're like, God, that's scary. It is. But I wasn't disrespectful. I didn't road rage. So there's a lot of common sense value here. And people love cars, working on things, going to the repair shop, tools. I know I do. Okay? First you got to clean up your trash pit. That's what my wife told me. You need to clean the garage. You need to clean your studio area. And she's right. Yeah, clean it up. Because once you clean up, you can breathe. Okay? So we just got off the expressway. It was a little stressful. My heart was pounding. Maintenance for your vehicle. Changing the oil, brakes, tires. People wait till the last second. Then when you go to Chicago, you go to Los Angeles, you go to New York, you go to Toronto. Drex from Toronto, if you didn't know. You go to Toronto, your car's going to let you down. And then no one has an extra $300 to $500 to get your car towed. Just imagine getting a CDL. Yes. There's so many opportunities. But remember, Donald Trump, no hate. You got to be able to speak English. And I don't know how I feel like that. You're in America. English should be your first language. And then whatever language you speak, speak it, man. So that's kind of touchy on that. I'm not here to do anything political. I'm here to teach you how to drive. But I've taught people from different nationalities and different ethnicities, right? So you got to know how to talk to people, and you can bring an interpreter. Okay, so I got to go up here and stop. Man, look at that crispy vet, bro. That boy looking good. See, he gave me that look. He side-eyed me. It's okay, bro. I got nice crispy cars too. See, they don't have a blinker until the last second. Confusing. And I'm looking for a gap. So here's my gap. And bam, got it. So there are opportunities out here, and you just got to work hard. And a lot of people just don't want to work hard. And that's what I see from learning how to drive, getting your business plan, and you got to execute. Okay, the reason I got this bonus is because I executed. I show up every day. I'm going to pause. I show up every day. I work hard. My clients are hitting numbers. Okay? And if you don't hit your numbers, then you can't show growth. And if you can't show growth, you will be eliminated. Real talk. So we're not trying to be eliminated. We're trying to grow as much as possible and just be successful. And that's what I want to remind all of you of it's being successful. Where I'm at right now, Wednesday or Thursday, we're going to update a whole computer system, right? We're going to update to the AMD platform, the 9950 3D. We're going to update it, water-cooled system. I wanted the Extreme motherboard, but there's nowhere in the country that has that. I checked on Amazon. I checked on Newegg. And because of the Trump tariffs, a lot of computer parts, look, the board that I should be getting is $699. The Extreme is $1,000. Some places $1,000, $1,200. I'm saying to myself, that's a lot to pay. Okay, and I can't find it anywhere. I did a global search. I know you think I'm just talking, but I'm going to show you. This is a price sheet, right? This is a price sheet. Okay, this is a price sheet of all the parts I need. I'm going to have to get this because we got to update our system because I do a lot of video editing. I do some gaming, and then we're going to start a new channel. It's going to be about sim racing. I'm going to have a backup system downstairs. So I'm trying to make investments in the channel, in the program, to bring you value, where we can do more in-car driving, more cameras, wider angles. That's really important. Storage solutions. I have a Western Digital plug-in, I think 12 terabyte system. So that backs up everything. I got to reinstall Windows 11. So I'm a nerd. I got to do computer stuff. So you got to know how to do that. I enjoy doing that. I was thinking about the Lindley case, just upgrading. I have a View 71 all glass case, really beautiful, an older water pump in there. So I'm trying to save money. Either I could spend $1,800 or $3,800. I don't really need to do that. I want to spend just what I need to bring the system current. That iced coffee hidden, baby. Black iced coffee, give it a thumbs up. So I have to invest 32 gigs of RAM or 64 because I do a lot of video editing. I need something that knocks it out fast. I do some gaming. We also stream. And I'm trying to make decisions for the next 2 or 3 years. So if I go cheap, I'm going to be disappointed because I don't have all the connectivity. But you can only get what's there. And I am patient. I don't want to go Intel because they've had some problems. No cap, Intel. I'm sorry. Okay, I have the 10 700K chip, which is fine. It's just slow. Okay, so it's just slow out here. But what I'm trying to do is just really prepare for the next opportunity and get what I need. So I'm going to populate all the M.2 slots in the computer. So maybe 4 or 6 terabytes of fast storage. I'll get the fastest M.2, in the $150, $175 range, and populate that. And then I'll get a plug-on connector so I can have a 16X on my video card. I don't need it to go down to 8. Yes, 100%. You already know. I saved this for later. I got my iced coffee. You already know. And then I have a 27-inch curved monitor. It's 164 hertz, which is fine. But eventually, I'm gonna have, if I get with the and do the sim racing, I'm gonna have to have a triple monitor setup. So I'm just trying to make good decisions. It's really easy to waste money. Just being honest with you guys. It's real, like getting a car. You don't necessarily like. I'm gonna show you this car up here. Okay, I'm gonna show you this. Like this car right here. Hey, that's a good car. Okay, that car will last you years. You don't need the track car, the Hellcat, the Mustang. You get a car like this. Let me show you. You get a car like that. Low insurance. No one's gonna steal it. You get a new Mustang, a new Charger. They gonna steal it. Okay, they gonna steal it. And then real talk, it ends up in South Africa somewhere, right? So I'm just trying to Man, this iced coffee is banging, baby. This iced coffee, baby. I threw some ice in here, water. Woo! I'm crazy. But I'm just trying to prepare. And you never can truly future proof. I got a 750 power supply. I got a 4070 Ti. I would love a 4080, but I'm not paying $500, $700. I'm good right now. And at Micro Center, my area, if you love Micro Center, give us a thumbs up. They have the 5090s there. You get ready to say, wow, $3,700. Are you kidding? That's enough to get a car. That car, you can get a car for $3,700. You can put a down payment on a house for $3,700. I mean, I'm balling. I got a little money, but I'm not paying $3,700 for a video card. And what Micro Center did, they moved out all the 480s. Okay, so I'm okay for now. I'm okay. I'm okay. But I'm trying to plan for the future, and I'm not trying to be foolish. It takes a lot of discipline, like learning how to drive, getting yourself ready in the morning. It takes discipline. So I showed you my parts list, and this parts list is almost $2,000. It is $1,700. You should be able to see that. $1,700, baby. No fake, no cap. And that's just a regular board. It's not regular, let's see. Asus Strix Gaming, I want to move up. AMD 9950 X3D, that's $700. G-Scale Trident RAM, 216 gigabytes, 6,000 speed, that's 122. A 99 Pro 2 terabyte Samsung, good brand name, 170. The IQ Link XCX, that's 150. That's a lot of money. But, I might upgrade the board, but I'm just trying to get the right bang for the buck and have this ready for like 2 or 3 years. If you know something that's better, then let me know. But this is the build sheet, and I'm trying to find a little better board. I can't find the Extreme motherboard, but that costs $1,000. So do you realize if I get the motherboard, that's going to be $3,000? I don't think people are going to go for that. Okay? But 1,900, 1,800, 2,100, 2,200, 2,300, and I know how to put it in. So I want to say thank you, guys. I'm going to either get the bill Wednesday or Thursday. You're going to come with. I want to say thank you. I will talk to you later. Bye. Look at all my videos. Bye.